Depths of Ambition, a LitRPG Saga. Welcome to this audiobook, written and narrated by Christopher Rowley. Thank you for joining me on this journey. Let's dive into a world of ideas, stories, and inspiration together. One today was finally the day. I bounded out of bed and checked the calendar hanging above my desk just to be sure, grinning when I saw the circled date. It was September 1st, and that meant I was finally old enough to apply for my dungeon diving license. The excitement gripped me as I brushed my teeth, dripping toothpaste all over the sink as I stared back at myself in the mirror. Today wasn't my birthday. That had happened a couple months back. The first day of September was important because on this date every year, Dungeon Divers United, a special guild that monitored and maintained all the dungeons in the country of Aspatria, decreed that anyone who had either turned 20 years of age in the 6 months prior to September 1st, or would turn 20 years of age in the 6 months following, were allowed to try out for diving licenses, and there was nothing in this world that I wanted more than to be a dungeon diver. Not just any diver, though, but the one who completed the path of progression. The path of progression was comprised of the Big 5 dungeons of Aspatria. They were ranked from easiest to hardest, and only the most talented and experienced divers completed all 5 of them. If you managed to defeat the boss at the bottom of the 5th dungeon, you were rewarded with more riches than you knew what to do with, as well as more fame than you could possibly imagine. It wasn't just the riches that drew me, though. It was the sense of adventure. It was testing myself in ways that I've never been tested. There was also a legacy aspect to it as well, as I was reminded that morning when I entered the kitchen for breakfast. My mother was standing over the toaster, right as 2 waffles popped into the air. She caught them with the help of the plate, and then dropped 3 dollops of butter on each of them in the shape of a smiley face. To complete the plate, she drizzled some syrup on each of them. "I had a feeling you'd be up early today, Jeremy," she said, beaming with a grin as she set the waffles in front of me. "Did you sleep at all?" I grabbed 2 large bites of waffles and shoveled them into my mouth. "A little bit. Do you need a nap before you head into Numeria? I'd hate to think of you going into the big city while operating on only a few hours of sleep." I shook my head. "It's okay, I'm fine. I don't want to be late for arrival at the stadium. If I'm not there promptly at 9, I might miss my shot and have to wait until next year." My mother chuckled. "That's not such a..."
Sample complete. Ready to continue?